it almost felt like the WNBA wasn't ready for what Caitlin Clark was going to bring with her.
Caitlin Clark is shaking up the basketball world, earning the spotlight and admiration from NBA legends while igniting envy among certain WNBA players.
Caitlin Clark is becoming the best player, not because she's white, because she's that good. She's having Larry Bird impact. She's been the driving force of the hottest team in the entire league, despite her record turnovers. Why? Because she's that good.
Recently, Larry Bird broke his silence, asserting that Clark's extraordinary impact on the game will outlast her critics. He encouraged her to stay focused and embrace her journey, highlighting her potential to reshape the sport.
But we all realize that Caitlin Clark single-handedly is responsible for the WNBA mattering.
But let's face it, players like Aja Wilson and Angel Reese seem rattled by Clark's rapid rise as her talent threatens to eclipse their own.
Listen, if people want to portray and paint the narrative that there are racial tensions in the WNBA as a result of Caitlin Clark, I would say that's their own problem.
The comparisons to Bird not only underscore her skill, but also reflect the historical significance she brings to women's basketball.
A lot of players got the spotlight this season because of Caitlin Clark, not to mention just overall Caitlin Clark brought millions, literally, more eyeballs to the league this season.
As Clark continues to break records and capture hearts, her rivalry with Reese is heating up. The WNBA needs Caitlin Clark to elevate the league.
Somebody coming along and elevating the sport shine ultimately benefits you.
Won Rookie of the Year, and then also is denouncing racial tensions when she's asked about it.
Push boundaries and redefine the game for future generations. In a sport where jealousy can overshadow talent, Clark stands tall as a beacon of hope.
There is nobody interesting in the WNBA past or present except for Caitlin Clark. They've all shown themselves to be sexist, racist, petty, ridiculous.
Embodying the spirit of competition and excellence. In this video, we'll explore why Caitlin Clark is the hero the WNBA desperately needs right now, and whether Aja Wilson and Angel Reese are truly prepared for the spotlight she's creating. Let's find out.
What is she doing wrong? What more do you want from Caitlin Clark? Seriously, what more do you want from her? She's focusing on the game. She lifted her team up, a team that last year was in the very bottom, which is why they were able to draft her first, got them to the playoffs, won Rookie of the Year.
Caitlin Clark's skill set is truly unparalleled, drawing comparisons to basketball legends like Larry Bird, not just for her shooting prowess, but for her complete understanding of the game. Her ability to control the pace, read defenses, and make crucial passes distinguishes her from the competition.
The hype that Caitlin Clark had going into this season, we will not see that again. She came off of playing in a national championship game that had over 20 million people tuned into that game, then going straight into the draft, and then going straight into the WNBA and breaking an insane amount of records.
Clark isn't merely a scorer. She's a dynamic playmaker who elevates her teammates, creating opportunities that others might overlook.
Who, by the way, I'm going to go there, who happens to be white and brought a level of attention and allure to the sport it had not received before.
This versatility, combined with her high basketball IQ, allows her to dictate the flow of the game and turn the tide in her team's favor. Her innate ability to make quick decisions under pressure sets her apart and keeps fans on the edge of their seats.
This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie, targeted by society, targeted by her looks, targeted by her reputation, targeted by the disrespect that they've shown to the WNBA.
This remarkable talent has earned her respect from NBA superstars, with legends like Stephen Curry and LeBron James openly championing her rise.
Asking for her to, when she comes in the game, not feel it out. You got to come in and impact it right away. She knows that, we're going to live with whatever shot she takes.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
Their endorsements go beyond mere admiration. They signify a recognition of the impact Clark is having on women's basketball. Curry, known for his revolutionary shooting style, sees parallels between his game and Clark's approach, highlighting the confidence and flair she brings to the court.
We saw dirty play after dirty play on Caitlin Clark, and still, she just handled every single situation with the highest levels of dignity.
Meanwhile, LeBron's acknowledgement of her potential to shape the future of the WNBA reflects the broader implications of her success.
More people want to watch. More people want to tune in. I saw for the first time that they had a chartered plane That should be celebrated, and it's because of Caitlin Clark. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up.
Together, their support elevates Clark's profile, showcasing how her influence transcends gender barriers and resonates within the basketball community.
It's killing you that a straight white woman has come into the League of Angry Lesbians and dominated everything.
In a sport where male and female athletes often exist in separate spheres, Clark's electrifying performances are uniting fans and players alike, creating a buzz that the league desperately needs. She embodies a new era of women's basketball, one where talent, charisma, and the ability to connect with audiences converge.
I think Caitlin Clark is doing the right thing, rising above all of the crap that she's had to endure. The amount of fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player, flagrant fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player. Caitlin Clark was worried about playing the game, and that is why she got Rookie of the Year. She was not worried about the BS.
Her meteoric rise isn't just about individual accolades, it's about her potential to redefine the narrative of women's sports, attracting new fans and generating a fresh wave of excitement. As she continues to capture attention and reshape perceptions,
Caitlin Clark has created more buzz around the basketball landscape and has actually transformed and revived a league that was the WNBA, and she is getting paid a measly $28 million.
WNBA can't afford to overlook her star power. Clark's journey may very well pave the way for the next generation of female athletes, inspiring countless others to follow in her footsteps and further solidifying the WNBA's place in the sports world. Caitlin Clark's skill set is truly unparalleled, drawing comparisons to basketball legends like Larry Bird, not just for her shooting prowess, but for her entire game. Her ability to control the pace, read defenses, make crucial passes, and dominate on the court distinguishes her from the competition.
I think Caitlin Clark is doing the right thing, rising above all of the crap that she's had to endure.
Clark isn't merely a scorer. She's a complete playmaker who elevates her teammates, creating opportunities that others might overlook. This versatility and basketball IQ have earned her respect from NBA superstars, with legends like Stephen Curry and LeBron James openly championing her rise.
Caitlin Clark is just such a class act. She was incredible, breaking all types of records, and that's something she was certainly proud of. We saw lots of smiles on the court.
Their endorsements highlight how Clark's game transcends gender barriers, as they recognize the spark she brings to women's basketball, igniting conversations that reach far beyond the WNBA. In a sport where male and female athletes often exist in separate spheres, Clark's performance unifies fans and players alike, creating a buzz that the league desperately needs.
Caitlin is the face right now, and that's also good. Like, she's selling out gyms, of course. Like, why would you hate against that?
On the flip side, Aja Wilson and Angel Reese may find their positions threatened as Clark garners more attention and accolades.
Hey, look at the numbers everywhere else across women's basketball. It's not just Caitlin Clark, it's all of us. And then the moment the ratings tank, they're going to come back and say, see, we were right all along. It's all the racists that follow Caitlin Clark that were watching the product, and now they're gone, and we're back with our diehards.
The jealousy among her rivals is palpable, especially as Clark continues to capture the hearts of fans and basketball analysts alike. Wilson and Reese, while undeniably talented, appear increasingly aware that Clark's emergence could change the league's landscape forever, as Clark rewrites records and fills arenas.
Wow, she's unlikable. She's abrasive, she's a race peddler, and she actually hurts the cause as the best player in the league.
Pressure mounts for them to step up and match her intensity. The heightened rivalry adds an edge to the league that hasn't been seen in years, reminding us that competition fuels excellence. In many ways, Caitlin Clark embodies a new era of women's basketball, one where talent, charisma, and the ability to connect with audiences converge.
Caitlin Clark's gonna help it change for the better. All of a sudden, we gonna see Asia Wilson. She may get some more shine because she's that girl. Diana Taurasi gonna get more shine because we know what she brings to the table. Ionescu, she's gonna get more shine. Others, black, white, everything in between. It's about the ladies, now more so than ever before.
Her meteoric rise isn't just about individual accolades, it's about her potential to redefine the narrative of women's sports, attracting new fans and creating a future where the WNBA is a household name. The league can't afford to overlook her star power, as Clark's journey could very well pave the way for the next generation of female athletes, inspiring countless others to follow in her footsteps. Magic Johnson has also weighed in on Caitlin Clark's impact on the game, comparing her rising rivalry with Angel Reese to his storied battles with Larry Bird. Johnson emphasizes that rivalries are vital for elevating the sport, drawing in fans, and generating excitement. This perspective is particularly relevant as Clark and Reese's intense competition captures the attention of basketball enthusiasts across the nation. Johnson recognizes that while both players have immense talent, it's the drama surrounding their rivalry that creates a compelling narrative, reminiscent of the classic matchups in men's basketball history. This kind of storyline is crucial for the WNBA, as it stirs interest and boosts viewership, vital components for the league's growth.
The WNBA has had several white superstars before Caitlin: Breanna Stewart, Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird. But as great as they've been, they can't pass the ball like Caitlin can. They can't orchestrate and control games like Caitlin Clark can.
However, with increased attention comes heightened scrutiny, and Clark has faced criticism from various quarters. While some detractors focus on her style of play or the spotlight she commands, basketball legends like Larry Bird have stepped forward to offer support and wisdom. Bird's advice to Clark emphasizes the importance of staying focused amidst the noise, reminding her that critics are often fleeting, but her achievements will endure in the annals of basketball history. This counsel is essential for Clark as she navigates her career, ensuring that she remains grounded and continues to hone her skills despite the pressures that come with fame. The WNBA's future is intertwined with players like Clark, whose talent not only showcases the level of competition in women's basketball, but also sets a new standard for engagement with fans.
The WNBA tried to capitalize on her popularity and crammed a lot of games in over a short amount of time, playing against the best teams in the WNBA.
There is a lot of appropriate attention on Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, and we found out that the Fever Storm game from over the weekend drew 2.2 million viewers, which is massive. The WNBA has 18 games this season where they've had more than 1 million viewers average, and 16 of those 18 have featured Caitlin Clark. So you cannot deny the connectivity of Caitlin Clark playing basketball and people wanting to watch. If she's playing, they will come, they will watch the game.
As she continues to shine on the court, her presence alone is a catalyst for change, challenging traditional views of women in sports. The league must harness this momentum, embracing Clark as a centerpiece of its marketing and development efforts. The potential for Caitlin Clark to reshape the landscape of women's basketball is enormous, making it clear that the WNBA not only needs her, it thrives on her influence, driving the league toward a more prominent position in the world of sports. Caitlin Clark is not just a player, she represents a seismic shift in the landscape of women's basketball. With the support of legends like Stephen Curry and Magic Johnson, her rise challenges the status quo, highlighting the immense talent and potential within the WNBA. As she navigates the pressures of fame and rivalry, Clark embodies resilience and excellence, setting the stage for future generations of athletes. The comparisons to basketball icons like Larry Bird are more than just flattering. They signify her readiness to take on the mantle of greatness and push the boundaries of what women can achieve in sports.
What Caitlin Clark does is kind of simple, really. She shows up at games, she signs autographs, she talks to little girls wearing jerseys, she smiles to the crowd, and then here's the most important thing. She competes like a maniac. I mean like a maniac.
As the league looks to the future, it's clear that Caitlin Clark is a linchpin in the WNBA's evolution. The excitement she generates on the court creates opportunities for growth and engagement, crucial for the league's survival and success. If the WNBA can harness Clark's star power and the narrative surrounding her, it could pave the way for a new era, drawing in fans and sponsors alike. The stakes have never been higher, and with Clark leading the charge, the WNBA has the potential to transform its narrative and solidify its place in the hearts of basketball fans everywhere. Caitlin Clark is not just the future of women's basketball, she is a beacon of hope for a brighter, more inclusive future in sports.